In today's show, Bitcoin price sees firm rejection at 24,500 as traders doubt strength. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest technical analysis, quoting Crypto Capo. First option is more likely, by the way. Two options, both bearish. Number one, up to 25,400 to 25,500, and then reversal of this medium time frame bullish trend straight to new lows. Or number two, straight to new lows from here. Bearish confirmations below 23,500 and below 22,500. Bullish continuation, consolidation above $26,000. And quoting material indicators, zoomed out on the Bitcoin chart to gain some perspective. Ask liquidity on fire charts resembles prior local tops. Bid liquidity is kind of thin, but that tends to change after support is lost. And Plan B updates us here. Yes, macro and all, but that's priced in and stocks already back at end 2021 levels. Bitcoin to follow. Now check this out. Bitcoin is up over 206,000% in the past 10 years, while gold is only up a mere 7%. And this just in breaking news, the Houston Texans become the first NFL team in history to accept Bitcoin for single game suites, as well as the president of Kazakhstan meets with the CEO of Binance, the world's largest Bitcoin and crypto exchange. Probably nothing, right? As well as ex-Goldman Sachs executive Raoul Pal predicts Ethereum explodes through $2,000 level as the macro climate shifts. Quoting him here, crypto will correct at some point. Crypto's still there. ETH is still trying to get through this $2,000 level. It's going to struggle to get there because there is a lot of resistance. But then I think it explodes through. Also in today's show, top crypto analyst predicts breakouts for Bitcoin and Ethereum and says short selling BTC and ETH are dangerous. Also in today's show, crypto analyst who predicted the May 2021 Bitcoin collapse says plenty of upwards pressure is building for BTC. Quoting Dave the Wave, plenty of upward pressure building at a level of resistance. Weekly MACD about to cross from an oversold position well below the zero line. Bullish. Also in today's show, I'm going to be sharing with you some very bullish Bitcoin price predictions, including from venture capitalist Shervin, who's predicting $100,000 this year, as well as Citibank's Thomas Fitzpatrick predicting $318,000 this year, as well as the Winklevoss twins predicting a $500,000 Bitcoin price by 2030. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more, in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. I also do a $50 Bitcoin giveaway every single day. And the winner from yesterday's episode is Thomas Rice. Congratulations. He wrote the following comment: the best content always. Congrats, buddy. You just won $50 in Bitcoin. Please reply to this comment with your Bitcoin address so I can send it to you. HODL. And to qualify to win $50 in tomorrow's $50 Bitcoin giveaway, just make sure you subscribe to the channel. Will Smith, that like button, and drop a comment below, and a random comment will be selected as the winner in tomorrow's episode. Best of luck. And today's show is brought to you by iTrust Capital, the #1 crypto IRA platform in the world, and they now have Polkadot staking available on their platform. That's right, you can now earn Polkadot staking rewards tax-free through your iTrust Capital IRA. Now, I also like to point out you can buy and sell 25 plus cryptos, including precious metals, gold, and silver. There are no monthly fees and only 1% transaction fees. They offer institutional grade storage, and you can get started today setting up your account with only $1,000. And if you sign up today, you're going to receive a $100 reward in Bitcoin for funding your account. So go ahead and do so right now, and let's get this crypto tax-free. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV, and this is podcast episode number 1020. Bitcoin returned to range resistance on August 17th amid ongoing concerns that a retracement is imminent. And right here, looking at the Bitcoin 1 hour candle chart. Now, data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView showed Bitcoin hitting 24,450 on Bitstamp, up 3.25% from the previous day's low before diving $600 in under an hour. The momentum gained speed on the day, but the bulls face familiar resistance at levels keeping them broadly in check since mid-June, and the past week's trips to $25,000 and beyond remain brief breakouts beyond the 2-month price ceiling. And analyzing the scenario, veteran trader Peter Brandt eyed a rising wedge setup in progress for Bitcoin with 20,700 as its starting point. On-chain monitoring resource Material Indicators was less convinced about the staying power of the current rally, quoting them here, zoomed out of the Bitcoin chart to gain some perspective. Ask liquidity on fire charts charts resembles prior local tops. Bid liquidity is kind of thin, but that tends to change after support is lost. Meanwhile, crypto trader Crypto Capo doubled down on his forecast involving Bitcoin reaching a maximum of 25,500 before heading significantly lower. Quoting him here, first option is more likely, by the way. Two options, both bearish. Number one, up to 25,400, 25,500, and then reversal of this medium time frame bullish trend straight to new lows. Or number two, straight to new lows from here. Bearish confirmations below 23,500 and below 22,500. Bullish continuation, consolidation above $26,000. And for fellow trader Crypto Chase, he flagged underwhelming Bitcoin performance versus stocks, specifically the S&P 500 since July. As he shares here, ES has mostly fulfilled my prediction. Bitcoin, on the other hand, is truly struggling amidst an up and only S&P 500. Even a bear like me expected much more from BTC. I think this speaks of how weak crypto still is, and that the big money most certainly prefers the S&P 500 over crypto at the moment. Now let's discuss the alts, as Ethereum briefly came within $50 of the $2,000 mark once more before reversing lower in step with the king crypto. Now the largest altcoin by market cap had been outshined by Dogecoin the day prior. Doge gained in excess of 11% on the day before cooling down. Now Trader Wolf nonetheless revealed a bull flag for Ether's moving average convergence divergence, known as the MACD indicator, on the weekly time frames. Quoting him here, there is so much disbelief in this reversal that I might raise my target from the 2500s to 3200s, he added in a subsequent Twitter post on the day. So there you have it, and here's the latest update from Plan B, creator of the Bitcoin stock to flow model, who updates us here regarding the Bitcoin and S&P 500 index. Yes, macro and all, but that's priced in, and stocks are already back at the end of 2021 levels. Is Bitcoin to follow? Let me know your thoughts below. Now check this out. In the last 10 years, Bitcoin is up over 206,000%, while the best performing stock, Tesla, is only up 14,700%. And if we scroll all the way down to poor gold, sorry, Peter Schiff, but you're losing in regards to the race with inflation, as gold is only up 7% in the past decade. And inflation is what now, like 20, 30%? Realistically, just saying. And also, this just in, breaking news, the Houston Texans become the first NFL team in history to accept Bitcoin for single game suites, which is pretty cool. And I hope more professional franchises follow suit and adopt the king crypto, as well as the president of Kazakhstan meeting with the CEO of Binance, the world's biggest Bitcoin and crypto exchange. As they say, probably nothing. And before I break down next story of the day, ex-Goldman Sachs executive Raoul Pal predicts Ethereum explodes through $2,000 level as the macro climate shifts. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, all the major cryptos are currently correcting back in the red. We got Bitcoin down 1.3% for the day, trading just above $23,700. We have Ether down 1.2%, trading just under $1,900, while Binance Coin, Solana, Polkadot, Avalanche, XRP, and Cardano all correcting and in the red. But all right, now let's break down our next story of the day. Former Goldman Sachs executive Raoul Pal, the macro guru, says Ethereum is on track for rallies as the macroeconomic environment becomes more favorable to crypto. In a new YouTube update, Pal tells Real Vision Finance subscribers that ETH will push past 2,000 as global growth weakens and inflation trends downward. Quoting him here, obviously, we had the inflation numbers coming out of the US, which were better than expected. This is something I've been expecting. Inflation rolling over. Now it's still at extremely high levels. But the thing is, the trend, because commodity prices are falling, retailers have record inventories, and people have to start selling those inventories. So prices should start coming down. That's given relief to the bond market. It's given relief to the crypto market even further, and it's given relief to the equity markets. I think it's the big signal. The next signal I'm looking for is the falling of global growth, and that will be confirmed in the coming numbers, maybe next week or the week after. Stuff like the Fed survey, the Chicago PMI, Philly Fed, and most importantly, the ISM. Those should start to confirm my fear, which is the economy is sharply slowing. However, I don't think it's necessarily negative to equities. So in the short term, Powell says that crypto could face minor corrections, and ultimately he says that he predicts ETH to blast through the big psychological resistance at $2,000. As he shares here, yes, they are going to correct. Crypto will correct at some point. Crypto's still there. Ethereum's still trying to get through this $2,000 level. It's going to struggle to get there because there's a lot of resistance, but then I think it explodes through as growth weakens. So there you have it. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the macro guru. And before I break down next story of the day, top crypto analyst predicts breakouts for Bitcoin and Ethereum and says short selling Bitcoin and ETH is dangerous. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market cap, still sitting above $1.1 trillion with about 69 billion in volume. In the past 24 hours, the current Bitcoin dominance on the decline at 39.9%, with the Ether dominance on the climb at 20.1%. And checking out the top 100 cryptocurrency gainers in the past 24 hours, we have EOS leading the pack. It made a big jump up 19% for the day, trading at $1.54, followed by Tezos up about 6%, trading at $1.94, followed by Chiliz up 4.6%, trading just under 22 cents. And checking out the top 100 cryptocurrency gainers for the past week, you can see mostly a sea of green, which I love to see, which means altcoins are mostly up still for the week. We have Anchor up 52%, we have Chiliz up 51%, and EOS up 29.3%. And checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we are currently rated a 41 in fear, yesterday a 44, last week a 31, and last month a 20 in extreme fear. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That could be a great buying opportunity like we're witnessing now. BTFD, buy that freaking dip. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. But all right, now let's break down our next story of the day. A closely tracked crypto analyst says Bitcoin and Ethereum are gearing up for the next leg of their respective rallies. In a new video, Kevin Svensson tells his 112,000 Twitter followers that both Bitcoin and Ethereum are flashing bullish signals on the lower time frames. Quoting him here, it seems like Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to break out. It seems like it's going to happen. Bitcoin is really low on price, looking like it wants to pop. Ethereum leading the way, nearly about to break out again and putting in a nice higher low. Now, the crypto strategist is also sending a warning to traders who plan to short sell Bitcoin and Ethereum. As he shares here, I think it's really dangerous to try and short into momentum. You can't play short order when your exponential moving averages are showing you the momentum is up. And looking closer at Ethereum, Svensson says the 20-day exponential moving average is about to move above the 100-day EMA, indicating that momentum is shifting to the side of the Ether bulls. As he shares here, since the end of 2021, these two moving averages have 99% of the time just been pointing down. What I find interesting is obviously we've had a quick shift here in the short-term yellow 20 EMA, but it's about to cross the 100 EMA on the daily. This is pretty significant, I would say, fairly significant. The 100 EMA had already flattened out and is now starting to point up. Momentum is really shifting right now, really shifting up. So according to Svensson, the cross between the two EMAs can trigger a rally of Ethereum's macro resistance at $2,500. As he shares here, we get this cross, momentum picks up heavily, we could pop up to $2,500. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the crypto analyst. And although Svensson is near-term bullish on Ethereum, he warns that ETH could tumble and resume its downtrend after hitting its diagonal resistance. So there you have it. How many of you are currently bullish on Ethereum and the merge, which is scheduled to be released on September 15th? Let me know in the comments below. And before I break down next story of the day, crypto analyst who predicted the May 2021 Bitcoin collapse says there is plenty of upward pressure building for BTC, as well as I share with you these bullish price predictions of $100,000 this year, $318,000 this year, as well as $500,000 Bitcoin price by 2030. But first, I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for detailed analysis of what's going on in the crypto market. This goes for all 1,200 plus videos right here on my YouTube channel. And to qualify to win $50 in tomorrow's $50 Bitcoin giveaway, all you need to do is make sure you subscribe to the channel, Will Smith that like button, and drop a comment below, and a random comment will be selected as the winner on tomorrow's episode. And of course, you can follow me all across social media, including crypto Twitter, Facebook, Telegram, Instagram, and TikTok. So wherever you're at, be sure to plug in and follow me there. But all right, now let's break down our next story of the day. The crypto strategist who nailed Bitcoin's crash last year says Bitcoin bulls are starting to gain the upper hand despite the King Crypto's relative underperformance over the past few weeks. Synonymous analyst Dave the Wave tells his 123,000 Twitter followers that Bitcoin is gearing up to take out a key resistance area in the weekly chart. Quoting him here on crypto Twitter, plenty of upward pressure building at a level of resistance. Weekly MACD about to cross from an oversold position well below the zero line. Bullish. And he also shares here, something many are missing is the possibility of a mini parabola forming a la last time due to an increasingly mature market where grand cycles may be breaking up. Wouldn't be surprised to see some FOMO buying kick in at some point. Often happens when a key level of resistance is broken, still just within the buy zone, mind you. And to clarify, the optimal buying area is in the buy zone in my opinion, but people are usually reluctant to buy this because of negative sentiment, with previous hyper bulls having turned hyper bears. What tends to happen is people are forced to buy on a breakout higher, aka FOMO, fear of missing out. And looking at the analyst's chart, it appears that Dave the Wave is expecting Bitcoin to take out resistance around $24,400, which is also the 0.5 Fibonacci level. The crypto strategist also highlights that the moving average convergence divergence, known as the MACD, a trend reversal indicator, is coiling up and bouncing from a historical support level, as he shares here. Hello, and there is the bullish weekly MACD cross from an oversold position. Now, the last time the MACD bounced from the same area was in 2019, when Bitcoin bottomed out at around $3,000 before rallying to 14K. So according to Dave the Wave, the break of resistance at 24,400 could trigger a strong rally above 30,000 for the King Crypto. But all right, now let's break down some very bullish Bitcoin price predictions, which are currently standing. We have Shervin, a venture capitalist, who's predicting a $100,000 Bitcoin price by 2022. He's also an angel investor who co-founded Hyperloop One and Sherpa Capital, and he also made investments in several companies, including big names such as Airbnb and Uber. And next up, we have Citibank's Thomas Fitzpatrick, who's predicting a $318,000 Bitcoin price by 2022. That's right, he made headlines for his Bitcoin prediction of $318,000 by 2022, which surfaced after his report was leaked onto the internet in late 2020. Now check it out. We also have the Winklevoss twins predicting a $500,000 Bitcoin price by 2030. That's right, the famous Bitcoin billionaires have said Bitcoin has the potential to reach a price of a $500,000 per coin by 2030, which would put its market cap on par with that of gold of around $9 trillion. Quoting Tyler Winklevoss, our thesis is that Bitcoin is gold 2.0 and that it will disrupt gold. And if it does that, it has a market cap of $9 trillion. So we think it could price one day at $500,000 a Bitcoin. We also have Anthony Pompliano, who has predicted a $250,000 Bitcoin price by 2022. We also have Shamath P, who predicted $1 million Bitcoin price by 2037. Send it. I think with hyperinflation and the collapse of the US dollar in the near future, sometime in the years ahead, I think Bitcoin price can realistically be 10, 20, $100 million. There's no telling, because Bitcoin has no top because fiat has no bottom. We also have Wences, who predicts a $1 million Bitcoin price by 2027. He is the founder and CEO of Zappo. We also have John Preffer, who says $700,000 Bitcoin is likely to occur, but he didn't put any particular date. We have Jeremy Liu, who's predicting $500,000 Bitcoin price by 2030. We have Mark Yusko. Yusko is a billionaire investor and founder of Morgan Creek Capital. His prediction for Bitcoin is that it'll be worth over $400,000 in the long term, a statement that made the headlines because of its grandiose scale. Quoting him here, it's just math. It's the gold equivalent. There's about 20 million Bitcoin available today. Gold today is about $8 trillion. That gives you $400,000, and that doesn't include use cases that relate to currency. And speaking of scarcity, here's a very interesting tweet from Ben Armstrong. There's over 19 million BTC in the circulating supply, but did you know that? That's a false number. Reality is 600,000 to 1.1 million BTC are said to be Satoshis and unlikely to move. When you combine that with the amount of lost Bitcoin from the early days, only 14.5 million Bitcoin truly circulate, with only 2 more million left to be mined. That means the total circulating supply of Bitcoin will only ever be approximately 16.5 million Bitcoin. Sorry, there's not 21 million anymore, making Bitcoin even more scarce. And now for a quick recap, what I covered with you here in today's show. Bitcoin price sees firm rejection at 24,500 as traders doubt strength, as well as ex-Goldman Sachs executive Raoul Pal predicts Ethereum explodes through $2,000 level as the macro climate shifts, as well as top crypto analyst predicts breakouts for Bitcoin and Ethereum. It says short selling Bitcoin and ETH are dangerous, as well as crypto analysts who predicted the May 2021 Bitcoin collapse says plenty of upwards pressure is building for the King Crypto. And I also shared with you these very bullish Bitcoin price predictions moving into the future. But where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go next? Let me know in the comments right down below. Now for the top 3 comments from yesterday's episode. FOMO Sapien wrote, love your format. Repeat 3 times. This is the way. Keep up the good work. You got it, fam. Repetition is the mother of all learning. HODL. Our next featured comment comes from Steve Hubbs. Agree with Crypto Rover. Bitcoin will reach $200,000 plus by the end of 2023. Ben Armstrong has no idea who Satoshi was or is. It's a good bet. It could have been Adam Back, who is still alive. Hoping Crypto Capo is wrong about the new lows lower than 17,500. If it does, then I'll be buying dollar cost averaging and hodling. You got it, fam. Keep stacking them sats. And our third and final featured comment comes from Gerald Bailey. You make crypto news great, brother. You have me watching the show and listening to the podcast. Keep inspiring my trades. You got it, fam. And to be featured on tomorrow's episode, drop a comment right down below. That will automatically qualify you for an opportunity to win $50 in tomorrow's $50 Bitcoin giveaway. I wish you all the best of luck, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.